up and come and see the wonderful, the fantastical and sometimes mildly entertaining ChapterSkip bring you movie review with a twist. And I am your grand wizard for the proceedings, the great, the powerful Sean, and these are my assistants, Joe, the China Child, and Monkey Butler Mark.
And today we're bringing you a review for the movie Oz, the Great and Powerful.
Bit windy out there, isn't it?
Sounds like a storm's brewing.
Oz, the Great and Powerful is set 20 years before the first book and the original film in the year 1905 and sees Oscar Diggs, also known as Oz, played by James Franco, a small-time magician who has a thing for the ladies and small wind-up wooden boxes. During a storm, Oz is whisked and thrown from the black and white world of Kansas to the colourful and vibrant land of Oz.
Upon being deposited in Oz, he runs into three lovely witches: Theodora, Mila Kunis, Evanora, Rachel Weisz, and Glinda, Michelle Williams, all of whom have doubts about Oz's claims of being the Wizard of Oz. Now, along the yellow brick road, he gathers his fearsome team of a flying monkey butler, voiced by Zach Braff, and a little China girl, voiced by Joey King, who you may not know was the young shaven-headed Talia al Ghul in The Dark Knight Rises.
Hey fellas,
Hey there, little Munchkin. Do you know where we are?
let me sing you a song about it. Oh, we're in the magical land of...
Just tell us where we are.
You're in Oz. Home's that way.
Thank you, little Munchkin.
Tossers. Hello? I need some help. Send for Tiny.
The film is directed by Sam Raimi and it's his first film since 2009's Drag Me to Hell.
And as expected, Bruce Campbell makes an appearance, and I noticed that Sam just couldn't help but torment him when he was on screen.
The makeup effects are by Greg Nicotero and Howard Berger.
And the music is composed by Danny Elfman.
The first 20 minutes of the movie are set in black and white, and in the 4:3 aspect ratio, which is paying homage to the Judy Garland film, The Wizard of Oz, which I thought was a really nice touch that Sam Raimi added in there.
And if you look closely, the film is full of little nods to the 1939 classic, such as the cowardly line that Oz scares away, the character of Annie who asks Oz if she should marry John Gale, which is Dorothy's last name, and also the Scarecrow features, but only as a scare tactic in the final battle.
And it also explains how the Wicked Witch got a trademark green skin.
Despite all the CGI effects and other modern tricks, they do somehow feel as if they would sit quite comfortably into the original film, and they do have a certain whimsical charm about them, just like me.
Yeah, the effects are awesome, be it the butterfly tree or the porcelain girl.
Although there were some effects that just looked awful, such as the green lightning coming from Evanora's hands. It did look like it came from a YouTube VFX tutorial.
The film comes in at a long 130 minutes.
So that does mean if you've got a short attention span, you may find this a hard movie to sit through.
Although personally, I didn't have that problem. I was dreading having to sit there for over 2 hours, but I was immersed in the world of Oz. And most importantly, the world of Mila Kunis.
That was a really weird adventure, guys.
Nothing really much happened. It was slightly anticlimactic though, wasn't it?
It was only that Munchkin. Ugly little bugger.
Yeah, you see the way I bopped him on the head. That was awesome.
That's awesome.
Brilliant.
Huh? Someone at the door. I'll get it.
Alright.
Okay.
That's the one, Tiny. He's the one who popped me on the head 3 times. Dick punch!
Now the film's not really for me, and I doubt if I'm going to pick it up once it's released on DVD, but that's more down to my personal taste in films and nothing against the movie itself, which I actually did enjoy, and I think it done a really good job, especially when you compare it to the other fairy tale related films that came out at around the same time. If you saw our review for Jack the Giant Slayer, you'll know that we found it to be a giant disappointment. So that only really leaves it with Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters as its only other competition. And that film was just too schizophrenic, as it couldn't seem to decide what audience it was going to be aimed at. It was too sweary and bloody for a younger audience, but also not adult enough for the older viewers, and it just ended up floundering around as a huge mess. This manages to be a solid film that will pretty much suit all ages.
So as you may know, Sam Raimi's more famous for the horror genre. So seeing him do a Walt Disney film, I wasn't too keen. But to be honest, it was really good and it really kept my attention. With its dark moments, its light moments, and for me, Sam Raimi's trademark scenes, be it the voices of the crows, Bruce Campbell, or the POV shots. So for me, it was a really good movie and it was a nice new spin on The Wizard of Oz.
I really quite enjoyed this movie. It is obviously catered towards the younger audience, children and teens, but there were things that I could enjoy, such as the best character of the movie, Finley, the monkey butler, who provided the much needed comic relief. There, however, was one really annoying thing about this movie. Everyone knows that when you send out nasty flying baboons, you should yell, "Fly, my pretties, fly!" But did they say it in this movie? Not even once. But the final verdict for me is, give this film a chance. If you aren't too fussed in seeing it in the cinema, grab the DVD when it comes out. If you've got a family with some younger children, then this movie is perfect for all ages. And for the dads out there dreading a family trip, don't worry, there's a few lovely witches that might distract you for a couple of hours.
I can't believe we killed a munchkin!
Yeah, it was awesome.
No, it wasn't! They shoved a stick up my ass! Never talk about this again!
Look at his little grave!
Thank you for watching our movie review for Oz, the Great and Powerful. If you enjoyed this review, then please like and subscribe. You can click any of the highlighted videos to watch more ChapterSkip content. For mobile and tablet users, all the relevant links are in the description. Like us on Facebook, follow on Twitter, and leave us a comment and tell us what you thought of Oz, the Great and Powerful. Thanks.
Yeah, it's me, Munchkin. I need some help. Munchkin.
Too tiny. So when have I got to put out your bum there then, sort of thing? Sounds wrong, doesn't it?
Sounds so fucking wrong.
Look at his little grave.
Look at his little grave.
Look at his little shoebox, what he's in.